And only the one with the most matriarchs under their direct command can sit on that seat without frying. And that's why the Pope got to keep it suspended. Go look. It ain't no secret. That seat up there, the Pope sit down here. He sit his ass in that seat up there, he bring their game to an end. So they didn't want nobody accidentally sitting in that motherfucker. So they held that motherfucker 30 feet in the air, up there. They hold it 30 feet in the air up there. Because if a nigga sit in that seat, he gonna fry every motherfucker like him at the same time. The biggest lightning storm you ever seen in your life will hit this bitch from every angle. The biggest, that's why they suspended 30 feet in the air. Nigga, you will not sit your ass in there. If you think of bullshit and take a man over there, get a ladder. Tell him climb up and sit your ass in that chair. He not gonna do it. He gonna get halfway up the ladder and fall off that bitch and faint. Break his neck on the way down. A freak accident. That shit is, that's how God work. That's how God work. God ain't gotta sit here and negotiate with you niggas. God not gonna negotiate. She don't play. They got y'all thinking God got nuts and balls. Nigga, be for real. Adam was created first. Where does the umbilical cord come from? Where did he get his sustenance during his gestation period? Right? They want to give God these supernatural powers that's not allowed in the realm of the earth realm. Right? God not going to do that. God say anything come into life through this earth got to come through a portal of life. And the portal of life is carried by the matriarchs, and the matriarchs is the mothers. And every crow know. Every crow know. God is the definition of mother in the eyes of every child. Boys and girls. Until somebody tell them different. You have no way of knowing that your mama not God until somebody told you different. They told you a lie. Right? So we're going to put this shit in the public domain. And we let you motherfuckers check this shit. This is some serious shit. This is not a joke. We back for every fucking thing they owe. So, to give you a summary, they ain't wanted to know how they did it. They falsely accused us, first of all. Didn't they say he was a false accuser? They accused us of crashing into their ship. Right? And as long as they accuse us of crashing into their ship, now we are in what you call international tribunal to determine who crashed where. They had 200 years to prove their case. Right? And the only thing they can do in the 200 years was motherfucking kill a bunch of motherfucking chiefs to stop them from claiming our shit back. They tried to kill me too, but it didn't work. They tried to kill me too, but it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. You see me right here. So, all these motherfuckers that's faking the funk, pretending, acting, presuming, assuming, right? False motherfucking accusers, pointing fingers at other motherfuckers but won't take responsibility for their own fucking dirt. They don't want to go get their shit, but they want you to give it to them when you get it. They won't do none of their own work, but they want you to do it for them. I'm not doing your work for you. Even if I get it, if you don't do your part, you won't get shit. Because you know what's right in your heart and your soul. And those who know what's right in their heart and their soul and they do contrary is a hypocrite. And they going to fall at the wayside with the enemy because they became contracted to the enemy by default on the judgment. Meaning they defaulted on their own self-judgment. You surrendered your birthright to your enemy. Now we got to end your motherfucking life so we can reclaim your birthright in a different incarnation, you stupid motherfuckers. Right? They got y'all teaching all of the dumbest shit in the world. Right? They got y'all teaching all the dumbest shit in the world and niggas follow that shit like it make perfect sense. But then when you tell them some shit that's true, accurate, direct, now you the enemy. Because you upset they peaceful lies. Fuck your lies and fuck your peace if you dwelling in a lie. I'm going to rip the motherfucking blankets off this shit. Now, the instructions is real simple because we know we got to make it as simple as possible. All Dane got to do, he don't have to do nothing but he just put it in the public domain that he know. He know where the trust documents is held. That's all he got to do. Then don't let him fuck around and point directly to the documents. Now he sees it for the whole of the community. That's our shit. That's our custom. That's our tradition. The one most qualified to perform the function is obligated by default. Nobody is as qualified. Must carry the motherfucking burden of the position. Or else in other words, if Big Mama didn't prepare you for the job, you wouldn't be fit to carry the motherfucking job. Mama said God ain't gonna put no more on you than you can bear. Well, Mama Bear told Papa Bear, we need to go get our shit, and you the only motherfucker qualified to get it. I told her, fuck these motherfuckers. They don't want they shit. They don't even like me. They don't give a fuck about me. Don't nobody that look like this give two shits about me because they the ones keep shitting on me every time I turn around. And every time I turn around for some help, it's a motherfucker don't look nothing like me, giving me all the help I need. Now I'm fucking shook. I'm retarded now. We're trying to figure this shit out. Why is it that the motherfuckers that look like me don't want me around? Now I know why. They was being told by the other motherfucking infiltrators to keep that nigga away, so that way when they do come in, they'll never know I'm coming to tell you how to get free. They'll never know that. They won't never acknowledge me, right? Because they don't want me to tell motherfuckers how to get free. So since they don't want me to tell you motherfuckers how to get free, and since Mama Bear said go get our shit, and since my mama is a motherfucking redhead motherfucking monkey, right? And since I'm a motherfucking redhead monkey's baby with a brass ass, because my mama say I was as bold as a brass ass monkey just like my daddy, and my daddy said she was as rare as a left head monkey, right? And then they produced me. So I'm as brass and brazen as a brass ass monkey, and I'm goddamn it as rare and unpredictable as a redhead left hand monkey. The only problem is that baby monkey was no monkey at all. He was a gorilla in training. Right? And they say from the shoulders of a giant, the midget could see further than the giant. So now you got a gorilla. I'm standing on the back of matriarchs. Right? Because they rejected me. They said I was going to be the sissy boy, the pink prince. Motherfucker, I like women. I love me some women and fuck these motherfuckers that look like women that ain't really women. Ain't nothing personal, but they don't belong here. They wasn't here and they ain't going to stay. They run around, they come with a uterus, voluptuous, Kim Kardashian looking motherfuckers that can't produce a baby. They look like Kim Kardashian, but they can't make no babies. They got to go get a surrogate. Have a test tube baby. An implant. Or they got to go steal an egg as a butch dyke. You know what a dyke is? Some heavy ass cutters. Because when she lock her legs to coochie grind with a real woman and trying to steal an egg so she can go get it impregnated, that's because she understands who she is. She can smell the ovulation of the woman. The same way as a motherfucking dog smell a dog in heat. And this bitch look like a woman all the way. Some of them got a little scruffy hair on their face. Some of them might have manly shoulders, but they look like a woman. For all intents and purposes, got a vagina. But they don't produce no eggs. They seahorses. If you go back into each Egyptian doctrine, you find something that they call a birth maiden. That was them. They couldn't motherfucking conceive, but they could carry the baby. And they used them in experimentation to carry the babies. And then the motherfuckers got off. They got out into the world and started taking shit over because these stupid motherfuckers opened the portal trying to get some motherfucking Babylonian money magic shit going. Take everybody else shit. This shit don't work on us. Now, if you pull up a map and you look up the Federal Reserve Bank, It's 13 banks. It's 12 across the land, and it's the main bank is in D.C. They only going to actually number 12 banks. The same way they do their 12 tribes of Israel. Because Israel, Jacob, the underminer, is the one concealed. The 13th tribe. And the one concealed is the one they don't want you to know. As if you find out who the 13th tribe is, then you uncover the truth. And when you uncover the truth, you put that shit in the public domain. God take it from there. Once you put it in the public domain, you ain't got to worry about it. People gonna automatically do shit. They not gonna know why they doing it, who told them to do it. They just gonna do it. And when you wake up in the morning, you gonna be in power, and you not gonna know how you got there. That's why you supposed to vex your grievances in the public domain. We used to call it soapboxing in the town square. Because you used to stand on the soapbox and vex your grievance. If your grievance held enough validity to get enough attention, then the people across the land spread the word among themselves in order to get you motherfuckers free. In order to resolve the grievance. Right? And every grievance have a final destination, a Supreme Court. These motherfuckers that they call in attorneys, judges, magistrates, they all barristers. All barristers is under the royal crown by something called letters patent. That means they got a title of nobility that they can't pass to their progeny. Right? So what do? They convince their progeny to get a law degree and take the bar exam and become a bar member. Now the law say that they all must be licensed to practice law, but there is no licensing agency to license attorneys anywhere in the country. Right? Because they're acting under false pretenses. They're acting under constructed fraud violation of acting under the color of law, United States Code 1983. Right? So while they doing all this shit, y'all going along to get along, you good bootlicking, tap dancing ass wannabe motherfuckers. Y'all want to be part of the motherfucking problem because y'all scared the solution not gonna come. Fearmongered into submission. Browbeat. My mama said, don't no woman like no hen-pecked man. What that mean? If the hens run the rooster, get that nigga off the yard. He not gonna produce no viable fighting stock. So, that being said, it's 11:11, and I got 11% on my phone. That's 3 11s. That's a 33 and a third on a knock to a knockback across the land. Master to master, chief to chief to take our shit back. So, Rashida gonna post this motherfucker on YouTube, and I would rather do this in an open forum with Dane so he can ask specific questions as to the how they did it. Because I don't really know what part he don't understand, because he understands it clearly to me. They came, they told us we came on ships. They told us we was some shit called a Moor. They told us we was Negroes, Africans, blacks, colored folks. They told us we was everything except they wouldn't tell us who we was. Well, I know who the fuck I am. I know who my clansman is, my tribesman is across the land. Right? And since I'm aware, it's my duty and obligation to inform the clansmen that want to know who the fuck they is and what's going on the land that got us all disoriented. I'm spilling the fucking beans on the enemy. I'm spilling the beans on the enemy. We got infiltrators passing false information, trying to get motherfuckers to give them money to clear out karmic cycles. That's how this shit go. There's not enough money in your motherfucking account that you could pay somebody to clear a karmic cycle for you. It's not possible. All karmic debt must be burnt off the way you burn impurities out of your motherfucking gasoline. It's the only way to do it. You cannot have a third party. You cannot have a third party talking about they clearing your karmic cycles. They cannot do it. They can tell you what you have to do. They can tell you what your work is if they're telling you the truth. right? But they can't do no karmic clearing on your behalf. I've been telling motherfuckers what they book of life say so they don't know what steps they making and why they making them so they don't fall into the trap. These stupid motherfuckers fall into the trap. I don't understand it. Right? So this is what they call the resurrection of the minds of the righteous ones in order to expose the motherfucking nefarious deeds of the wicked enemies masquerading on our land as if they part of the motherfucking people. All the time they send their motherfucking kids to come amongst our children and they kids tell our children, shoot that motherfucker. But when the drama go down, he can't be found. When the drama go down, that nigga can't be found. He started it though. COINTELPRO. Initiated by the infiltrators. Right? So they put some of theirs in the crowd of some of ours. We all look alike and we children. We don't know the difference. 14, 15 years old. We don't know the difference. So then by the time the child turned 21 and his loyalties is locked into who he is, and this motherfucker got him sitting in the penitentiary and he don't even understand how he got there. Now he in the penitentiary and every hog killing come up, some more ass Americans involved. Every hog killing come up in the penitentiary, some more ass Americans is involved. Then I come out here on the streets and I see it again. I see it again. They don't want to hear what Ravana Bey talking about because he's telling you the goddamn truth. They don't want to hear what Taj Tariq Bey talking about because he's telling you the goddamn truth. They want to go listen to some other motherfucker call himself a grand sheik misleading and fleecing the flock. But all the time the motherfucker misleading and fleecing the flock, he pointing to all of the good Moors, telling him them the dirty Moors, so that they won't even go listen to what this motherfucker telling them, because if they listen, they could distinguish between the two. Stop taking sides and shit that was here before you and just fix the problem. Don't take no sides, just fix the problem. That's what my mama told me. When her and my father get in an argument and we talk, and I be like, Mama, why was you and Daddy fighting? She said, baby, that's between me and your daddy. You don't take sides in that. That's not your fight. Right? That's not your fight. Don't take sides. So if I can't take sides when my mom and daddy arguing, why I'm going to take sides if a motherfucking Noble Jew Ali disciple is arguing with a motherfucking Elijah Muhammad disciple? That's the dumbest shit in the world. But I'll tell you who's telling the truth, because the truth is neutral, right up the middle. Right up the motherfucking middle. Right? So now, we running out of time for these motherfuckers to produce these three kings before Mother Nature really show her ass. But they already agreed. They just negotiating other political prisoners now. Just because you don't see what's going on behind the scenes don't mean shit not going on behind the scenes. It's just bigger than one motherfucker. Larry Hoover just the focal point, the spokesman, the figurehead of a whole bunch of chiefs across the land in consolidation to overthrow this system that is not ours. Look, Frank, they told us we was Moors. Where the fuck you think we got it from? Where we get it from? We wasn't calling ourselves no Moors before 1492. We wasn't calling ourselves Moors before 1611. Pull up the documentation and prove me wrong. That's where I'm going with that. Right? Before 1611, we wasn't Moors. Pull up anything over here from this side of the water to verify that we was Moors before 1611. 1611 is when they finally kicked their ass out of Europe. Find some documentation of, find me something from the 1500s to say we was Moors. Find it. We wasn't Moors yet. We was a Maru. We was a Maru Incas, right? And we used to call the motherfuckers over there across the water, they call Africans, we used to call them the Afar Inca, our cousins, right? But they ain't us. We ain't got no problem with them. Because we going over there to do the same thing over there that we doing over here. Get them motherfuckers out. Because it's been like this since they've been here. Everywhere they go, that's the only way you're going to know them. Everywhere they go, they start shit. They shit starters. Professional shit starters. If you don't get that, you won't never know how to recognize them. Them smiley motherfuckers with the pretty faces is always on bullshit. You know who they is. You know, you done seen them in action. You done probably helped them a couple of 2 or 3 times or more. Hell, you might even be one of them motherfuckers. But I'm going to tell you this. That's exactly what Pac said. All this riding I'm doing, I never thought no motherfucker look like me would be the one shoot me. The reason somebody look like him that shoot him because they ain't us. That's Jimmy Henchman and Czar Entertainment. Right? With his little conquistador sidekick that he got shooting motherfuckers on his behalf. We know who the fuck they is. Thanks, Curtis Jackson, for making that shit clear. 50 Cent on the 50 flip to a big 50. They look like us, but they ain't us. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's why them motherfuckers that don't look like us kept saying it was your own people did it to you. What the fuck is you talking about? They ain't us. They ain't us. They look like us. By motherfucking skin tone, hair texture. But some of the physical appearances don't even look like us. Right? We know who the fuck we is. On the land. Walking the land as free men. They want to make you bond servants. Slaves. They not us. Right? So, this is where we wrap it up at. If you don't get the point that you ain't them, you probably one of them and you probably won't be here. If you don't get the fact that we was already here before anything called a more existed, we was already here. Motherfucker, we been here so goddamn long, we was already here when we got here. Well, right, that don't make no sense. Motherfucker, we built it. Here wasn't here till we built it. There wasn't no here till we built this shit. That's how long we been here. So, I'm going to say it again. When them motherfuckers ask you who you is, tell them I was already here. I didn't come on no ship, and I ain't black. I ain't white. Right? Because those are the chess terms of the attacker that's used to push the divide and conquer agenda. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you don't got to take my word for it. Go listen to Taj Tariq Bey, heavy in the science. Been telling y'all this shit well over 50 years and niggas still ain't got it. Telling y'all how to survive and navigate in the contract while the dirt going down so that you can receive the least amount of impact to your day-to-day life. Taj Tariq Bey. That man need a motherfucking medal of honor. A Purple Heart. A motherfucking state motherfucking parade in his honor for telling you motherfuckers that this shit is a fraud for over 50 years and you niggas still don't get it. Asking that nigga the same question every day that last motherfucker just asked you. Didn't you hear the last time he answered it? 72 times ago. You ain't hear that? He been answering the same shit. This is not the de jure. This is the de facto. That's what he tell you. This government is de facto. When the de jure reclaim they right, the de facto gonna fall. Tariq Bey been telling you motherfuckers and you still don't get it. He ain't the only one. Scroll down my page. If it's a righteous more talking, and you see a more on my page, he a righteous more talking on the land. And all of the righteous Moors are us. And all of the dirty Moors is them. And this is the battle lines being drawn. And it ain't about divide and conquer. Because every motherfucker wearing the fez ain't our enemy. But every motherfucker wearing the fez ain't our kinfolk either. Right? Because all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Right? Them de facto mean they fraudulent artificial government operating in the capacity under the color of law as if they was lawgivers on the land. The de jure means the absolute truth to the matter, right? Superior position to jurisdictional right and law. Superior position to jurisdictional right before the eyes of God. The de jure. The ones who belong here. Been here, gonna be here. Right? So this is where we at. So if you motherfuckers want to know the truth about a Moor, stop everything you doing, put your nationality card down. Put your motherfucking nationality papers to the side and get you a crash course in Taj Tariq Bey. Gonna explain it redundantly over and over for 50 years and you niggas don't get it. I'm not gonna wake y'all up in no 2 days. I don't have to wake everybody up. I just got to get the message to the people that got the function, that got the responsibility and the skill set to carry on the mission. That's it. I don't gotta convince every motherfucking body. That's the dumbest shit in the world, because everybody not supposed to always agree. Because how is you gonna test it to find out if it's true? If because somebody say it, everybody agree. And that's how this shit go. So I'm down to 5%. I supposed to already been out of here. It's 11.25 at 5%. That's an 11.7. It's a 7-11 master initiated flip off of a 5-star 2-bar cane. That's a 3 stars rising. That's 3 kings walking the land. That's free men. Period. So take this, put it in the public domain, and spread the word as much as possible. All of those that's like us, share the shit out this. The ones that ain't like us, just keep sitting on the fence and watch your ass fall. Peace out, fam.